We've got a couple of WVU football recruiting updates to talk about as West Virginia has added a speedy receiver from the junior college ranks. Let's talk about it. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back in here to the Country Roads Webcast for another WVU football recruiting update. Here we are just about less than a month away from National Signing Day. Now at this point, West Virginia continues to add to this class and continue to have some changes to this class, as well as we have another decommit to discuss here in this one. Also, West Virginia loses a running back who flips to another program. We do have plenty of talented running backs coming in this class still yet, which we will cover when we pull up the CRW commitment tracker. But the positive side is West Virginia picks up a junior college commitment from a very speedy wide receiver that should help out at that position. And we'll take a look at him, show you some of his highlights so you can see some of that elite speed as well before we wrap up this recruiting update. Appreciate you guys tuning into this one. Would you take a second while you're in here? Just click that thumbs up button. Help us out with that crazy YouTube algorithm. Help us find more Mountaineer football fans like yourself, and be sure you're subscribed here to the channel so you can stay up to date on the WVU football recruiting in the lead up to signing day next month as West Virginia looks to close out this 2026 class. So with that out of the way and no further ado, let's talk about each of these. First, let's start with the recent decommit. All right, in the first place that I saw this from was Hayes Fawcett over at Rivals, but earlier this week, class of 2026 running back Jet Walker, who you guys know I was a big fan of, has had a very impressive high school career there in Texas. Unfortunately, decided to flip his commitment from West Virginia to Minnesota. He'd been committed to West Virginia since April, and instead will be attending Minnesota, so we've removed him from our CRW commitment tracker. But West Virginia still does have a couple of running backs in tow here. As I pull up the commitment tracker, I'll show you guys those, because there are other running backs that we are very excited about, including one Sir Paul Cheeks here, who we know is very talented. Unfortunately, undergone knee surgery, out for the rest of his senior season there in high school, but should be back in time for next season for WVU. And we also have Christopher Talley out of Tennessee, another really talented and fast running back as well. So West Virginia loses Jet Walker, who was one of the early commitments in this class. I believe he was second or third commit in this class for West Virginia. Instead, looks like he's going to end up at Minnesota. But on the positive side, in addition to the running backs we still have in this class, we've added another skill position player lately, and we're going to talk about him now in Keon Hutchins, a junior college receiver out of Mississippi. Let's pull up his commitment announcement here. All right, so as you can see, he put out just yesterday, 1,000% committed, tagging multiple coaches and some of his junior college coaches, and you see his commitment graphic right here. But what stood out to me when I pulled up the young man's social media page, look at his bio. He's got it listed as a 4.21 40-yard dash. That would be absolutely incredible if that's accurate. He said he's hit 24 miles an hour, which is absolutely blazing fast. And I think you'll see some of that speed when we look at his highlights here momentarily. We'll take a look at a handful of plays there, and I think you'll see that speed on showcase right away. But first, let's look at his recruiting profile for the recent addition. West Virginia adding a receiver from Northwest Mississippi Community College, one of the more well-known junior colleges in the country, and he was a very solid player for them. 6'2", 170, so got length to go with the speed, and very highly rated in the JUCO ranks here. You see on 247, his rating among the JUCO receivers is nearly a top 5 receiver in all of junior college and a top 35 player in all of junior college in general, one of the top players in the state of Mississippi, which is very well known for their junior colleges. But don't let the ratings and, me waxing poetic about him enough, sell you. Take a look at some of these plays for yourself. Let's pull up his huddle and watch a couple of plays. I think it's a 4-minute highlight video, but we're going to look at the first few plays because I think you see all you need to see there. Okay, so here he is. This one, he's going to be on the bottom of your screen, and we're just going to take a look at about 3 plays here because I think that kind of showcases everything we need to see. The first one, straight speed. Watch how he burns these guys right here on this go ball. So check it out right here. Like I said, bottom of your screen. Watch him take off. Here he goes. Little move there at the beginning, and then just absolute turns on the burners. I mean, the safety started running before he got there, and he still outran him, which is impressive. Now, next here, you're going to see him come in motion on this play and catch a screen pass. Now, what I will say about Mr. Hutchins, probably, which is true about most receivers that are straight burners and just faster than everyone else that they're playing against, whether it in high school or at the junior college level. On his highlight, I didn't go all the way through the full highlight video yet, but what you'll see is a lot of streaks, a lot of go balls and a lot of screens, because That's essentially all you need to do to get the ball into a speedster's hand at this level. Of course, he'll have to develop his route tree a little bit more once he gets to the power level here at WVU, the power conference level. But you can't coach speed, and he has that in spades. As you'll see it here again, this screenplay may be even more impressive than the go ball. So here he comes, coming in motion, and they're going to set up this screen for him, and watch this. Because I think what I was super impressed by, of course, catch the screen. Look at that. Great move right there, but watch. Look at this guy's got an angle on him. Look at the angle that safety has. That safety, guys, was taking an angle that would catch pretty much anyone, and he absolutely still torched him, running straight, and him coming at a pretty good pursuit angle. So that shows you the speed there. And then the last play I want to look at, yet again, like I talked about, another go ball. But on this one, you get to see he does have pretty good hands. And as he's able to catch this and get the feet in bounds, go up and get it right here in the front corner of the end zone and make an impressive catch there. So I think in those three plays, you see all you need to see. The main thing that I wanted to showcase there was that impressive speed that Keon Hutchins possesses, and makes me really excited about this recent addition to the 2026 class as West Virginia continues to build that thing. I think it's still at 28 commitments now, looking, getting closer to that National Signing Day next month in December, and I'm really excited about how this thing's turning out, and we'll keep you guys up to date on any more commitments that may come through for the Mountaineers in the next month or so, and of course we'll have coverage there on signing day as well, so keep it locked in here at the CRW to stay up to date on the WVU football recruiting. Appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether it's on Mr. Hutchins, the speedy receiver we've added here, or the class in general, anything you got there. Always appreciate those interactions as they help us continue to grow the CRW community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.